Oh, hey, sorry, didn't see you there. I was just doing some light reading. You know, if you're like me, you really like that show Game of Thrones. And guess what? A new chapter in the Game of Thrones multiverse has come out this week. It's called Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and it's about Sir Dunk and Egg, or Dunk and Egg, which is really fun and cute. I haven't read the source material, so I'm no expert. What I am an expert on is loving this show. Even the 8th season. Because nobody's perfect. I am obsessed with Game of Thrones, and I have been since about season 4 when I started watching it. And for seasons 7 and 8, I got to host a viewing party at this place called Elixir in Andersonville. And it, to this day, is my favorite job I've ever done. I got a very tiny stipend, and I took that stipend and I put it towards fabrics, and I actually learned how to sew. That was kind of my big push into forcing myself to make a new garment every single week. And I thought, because there's a new Game of Thrones show in the world, and because I love Game of Thrones, and because I love sewing, I could go back over some of my old sewing looks and we could see how they hold up. Some of my favorite things I ever made were from that show. So it's going to be fun to go down memory lane, and you're all going to come with me.
Wigs and sewing, how's it going? It's at home with Alexis.
Hi, we're starting off strong with Olenna Tyrell. This was the first one I ever did. It was actually not for the viewing party. It was for like a Game of Thrones themed show. I would say for having very minimal sewing skills. I remember the gray dress underneath was a stretch fabric, and stretch fabric is very hard to sew unless you are further along in your journey, further along than I was. But look at this was also my first time trying old age makeup, and I think I think I'm gonna look like that at her age. I hope I'm as badass as she is. Maybe without so much murder. Okay, out of 3 dragons, I'm going to give her, out of 3 dragons, which is 8 dragon legs. Let's say out of 8 dragon legs, no, dragons only have 2 legs. Out of 6 dragon wings, I'm gonna give this 4 wings. For where she started and for knowing nothing about certainly coats, that's a pretty good job. It's just a circle, and I made some arms through. I'd never made anything with arms until this, so I think that's pretty good. Ooh. 6 out of 6 dragon wings. This is the Lady Melisandre. Would you look at her? I'm honestly shook that I was able to do this. I found this green. It was a green, and I think it was Gap. I still have it. I ripped it up and I copied the pattern. It was a green jersey dress, and it was stretchy, and I got it at a thrift shop, and I just ripped it apart and I copied it and I made this robe. And I have to be honest, I think this is sick. And the arm flounces are they're circles. Everything's a circle skirt for me. This is 6 out of 6 dragon wings for sure. And the wig looks good, and the waist is tiny. I'm not wearing a bra. I was so thin. Oh my God. But like, it doesn't fit great, but there's seams down the front, and I found this like metal piece that I made for the belt, for like the side attachment, and it fully was a robe that opened up. I loved this thing. I sacrificed it later, and I regret that I did that. Oh, no, this is Sansa. This is the same pattern I made with my Melisandre. I love this. This is kind of when you could start finding lace front wigs on Amazon, because when I started drag, I didn't know what a lace front was. I truly thought I knew what it was from theater, but in theater and opera, they're like thousands and thousands of dollars because they're hand tied usually to tip. So this is like the beginning of being able to find lace front wigs on the internet for cheap-ish, for $50. And then this was the same pattern, and I just got some pretty fabric. I love it. I'm giving it 6 out of 6 dragon wings. Next up, we have Arya. At this point, I was just doing like iconic looks that I wanted to do. I'm giving this 3 out of 6 dragon wings because this was all thrifted. I didn't make any of this. You know, kind of beg, borrow vibes. Thrift. That's my real hair. I'm actually pretty proud of myself because I remember on this night I had a brunch gig down the road, and I was dressed as something else, and then I got out of that costume and I like braided my hair up like that. So that's my hair, and I'm pretty proud of that. That's pretty cool. 3 out of 3. And I'm even wearing, she's got this like green netted situation, and I have one too. It's It's like little, I don't know. I think as far as like matching, it's a pretty good job. Oh, and I love a tunic. I love a tunic. I think 3 out of 3, 3 out of 6. Yeah. Ooh, Khaleesi. Mother of dragons with a white nail, mother of Jersey dragons. I have to be honest, 6 out of 6 dragon wings, because look at this coat. This is before I knew about patterning or anything. I had a dress form and I found this stretchy, this is like yoga pants material. And I had a dress form and I just kind of figured it out. I like looked at every angle I could and then I just figured it out. I was not a patterner. I didn't know how to use patterns. Barely knew how to use, but I'm really happy with this. And then below it, you can't see because it's dark, but there's a pleated skirt. And I really wanted to find some sort of dragon pin, but I couldn't find one. So, but also this hair, I was very proud of. These little tendrils were me curling it for the first time, I think. And then you can't see, but from the back, I try to do like the Dothraki like braids, Khaleesi braids. I'm proud of this. I'm giving it 6 out of 6. Hell yeah. And it was really comfy too. And it was warm because it was stretchy. I loved it. Up next, we have Marge. I don't know how this got in here. I actually swore that I would never let this see the light of day. I think I was out of time. Oh no. I think I didn't know about darts or bust points or style lines, which are like the seams. Like, oh no. Oh no. And that skirt is definitely like a lining. It's not actual. Look, I even painted my chest. Also, this wig is terrible. This was bad. This was bad. I'm giving this 0 out of 6 dragon wings. The dragon, she would have Dracarys. We're going to Dracarys this outfit. I'm really sorry to Marjorie because I think she's my favorite character. Okay, this is the next season I hosted, and this is the final season of the show. And I made a YouTube series called OMGGOT. I don't know why I didn't call it just OMGOT. That would have been a little bit easier on the tongue. But I got my editor at the time and good friend Darby to come and join me, and we thought it'd be funny if she wore this. This was before we knew. I mean, there were signs about what's her name, but it's before we knew. Okay, so this is in the before times. But yeah, this is very funny. And Darby looks great. She's wearing a scarf that my brother-in-law's mother knitted for me. I'm doing a Sansa look. Look at the sleeve. I actually went through and paneled a full sleeve. It was really tight. I didn't mean it to be like that, but I like this fabric because it was kind of like almost metallic-y stone. I don't know, but it was really stretchy and cool. And then these are individual pieces of like pleather, like vinyl seating. It's not real leather. It's like vinyl seating. And I just kind of put them all over my dress form to make this. And honestly, that's really cool for not knowing how to do stuff. Also, I love that wig. I used to get $75 for this gig and I would just try and make it. I think that's pretty good for $75. That's really cool. 6 out of 6 dragon wings. Okay, the next one is Gilly. This is when I was kind of losing interest. I had made most of the iconic looks of Game of Thrones, but I was running out. So this is Gilly. And this is what I went off of. And then I made this. I think this wig is the same wig I used for Marjorie. Cursed Marjorie. We'll call her Cursed Marjorie. Then underneath I made just like this shift tunic that was actually really cute. But yeah, I think if we put them together, it's not horrible. The face is busted. I'll give it 4 out of 6. I'll give it 4 out of 6 because it was my first time working with faux fur. I love Gilly. What a sweet little flower of a human. We're giving it 4 out of 6. Okay, this is my attempt at final season Cersei. I clearly didn't know about velvet going different ways. I didn't know that you're supposed to cut it all one direction. I made these shoulder things out of like yoga mat material. I tried to like shape it, and then I don't know what the crap I'm wearing on my head. I don't know what the crap that is. This is honestly kind of embarrassing, but I reused this fabric and I made a Santa dress out of it that I just retired this year. So this was what, 2018? I'm going to give it a 4 out of 6. I hated the short hair. I don't know why she just didn't grow her hair back out. Because if we can believe in a world of dragons, I feel like she would just grow her hair out. Or at least get to like a long bob. Whatever. I still love Cersei. I think she's so good. Oh, this is my top 10. We're going to add 2 more dragons. And we're going to give 10 out of 10 dragon wings. This is the Starbucks cup. I was out of ideas for the final season. People weren't liking it. People were loving my shows, my viewing parties, but I wasn't feeling any of the outfits. And then they left that Starbucks cup in the scene, and my sister was like, "You should be the Starbucks cup." And I said, "Oh my God." So I got this. I literally figured out how to do it. I made that and it says Starbucks. It's just like peel on stick glitter. My favorite part is the lid hat. I felt so chic in this and beautiful, and it was a huge hit. It was really comfy, and I didn't have to wear, cinch or anything. I even wore this to DragCon 2018, 2019, 2018. Oh yeah, look, there's me with the hilarious Ross Matthews. Starbucks. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 Dragon Weeks. Come on. Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching this episode of At Home with Alexis. This was a little bit of just a step back in time and think about days of yore.
Hello? You're seriously just going to leave me like this? I don't think so.
I'm very excited to do some more sewing, and I'm very excited to watch this new installation of the Game of Thrones universe, Dunk and Egg. The first episode was so fun. They're not like throwing kids out of the windows yet, but I'm very excited to be back in this world.
I'm actually going to throw you out of a window. If you don't fix this outfit, it's embarrassing. You're better than this.
She's right. I can't do this video without redoing my Marjorie. We have to do some justice for her. She's my favorite character, and she had a really bombastic ending. She's kind of always getting the short end of the stick. I can't let this go on. You know what? Not end of video. We're staying here. We're making a Marjorie. Let's go. Okay, so this is backless. We're not going to do that. That's not for me. That is for her. But it's basically like the skirt. Hers is a crossover. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. It would be great because I love a wrap dress. And then I think if we really look at it, there are style lines like down, like princess seams. And then it's like a deep V. And then hers opens up. I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to fake it. And I'm going to make the bottom just a full circle skirt. Because in my opinion, all skirts should be full circles. That's my humble homosexual transsexual opinion. And then we've got these shoulder things. So this is basically like a halter, but I'm going to make it a full thing. And then these are just like shoulder pieces. But what I really like is they're not connected. They're like almost additions. You can kind of see it's not, they're like added on. Okay. So a circle skirt, a bodice, and shoulder things. I think that's easy. I think I just got to go get some fabric. For the skirt, I got this. It's very pretty. And there's hints of gold in it, so I think it's gonna look really good. And then I had found this. I looked all around the fabric district, and I found this, which I really liked because it's like actual, it smells kind of funny. And I do like it, and that's why there's like a gold shift in here to go with it to kind of make this look more blue. It's kind of sea foamy. But then, after I had purchased this, I found this, which it's just way better. It's just way better. I'm gonna use this. So that's Marjorie.
Okay, it's kind of late, so I'm being quiet, which means I'm not using my sewing machine. I have my mock-up. This is the third one. I've had a lovely evening doing mock-ups. And I used my vest, a pattern that I have for a vest that I made. I'll show it to you. It's my vest. And I did. When I wear a corset, I think it's going to be really cool. Game of Thrones cosplay costumes are really exciting to me. This is the lining. Oh, my boyfriend's FaceTiming me. I'll be right back. Hi. It's the next day, and I have been hard at work. I finished all the edges with a zigzag stitch. I don't know if you can really see. So that'll keep it from fraying, even though, let's be honest, I'm not going to wash this material. If anything, I would get it dry clean. And of course, when I say that, I mean spray it with a bottle of cheap vodka. I finished the first half. And I'm pretty proud of how it's coming out. I'm pretty proud of it. And it's like fully, look at the inside. It's gonna be like fully closed up. There will be no open edges, no open unfinished seams. I got new materials to make grommet holes. So I don't know if I want to take an artistic liberty and make this grommet holes, because I can really, really fit it to me that way. And I don't realistically know how much time that would take. I mean, the grommet holes will actually go pretty quickly, but I don't know if I want to do that. And also the other option is to put a zipper in that would extend all the way down to the skirt, so I can just sew up the fold over front, and then I can have it be really, really snatched. You know what? I'm talking myself into it. That's what I'm gonna do. And I even have some light blue ribbon that I think would go well with the skirt. I also have to pattern out the shoulder things, and I'm very excited. This is gonna be historical-ish, cosplay-ish, drag. You guys wanna see my mug I got in Skagway. I got this mug in Skagway and it was so much fun. I would love to move there. Skagway is also a beautiful name for a baby.
All right, everyone. This is my fabric. It's folded alongside. I'm going to measure out to the very longest point I can with this measuring tape. I'm going to mark that measurement and try to keep that top point in the corner the same, and then just measure it out. You can see the white dots now. And then I just cut that. This is actually half of a circle skirt. I'm going to do this twice, and then I'm going to measure up from the bottom my length, which I think is around 35 for this particular one. And I'm going to do the same thing with the dots all the way up top, and I'm going to cut that. And then you have a hole in the top. You have your cutout hem. You put those together, and that's a circle skirt. I told you this was a very simplified sorry about that. My cameraman was getting a little distracted. Oh my God, that's my ranch seasoning. I keep downstairs because it's mine, and I like to bring my popcorn downstairs and season it with this ranch. Look, this is very hard to do on the ground, but you can do it. And my hair's in curlers, and if you get your roommate to help, he'll be annoying. But anyway, that's a very, very simplified version of a circle skirt. I'll do better next time, I promise. Oh, she's happy.
It's hanging over there, and it's so beautiful. I'm letting it hang until I hem it, but I honestly don't think it's gonna like warp at all. I'm gonna switch over to something else. I'm gonna go get more food. It's evening now. I've been working on it all day. I've been taking my time. It's been lovely, but that's it. That's the skirt, and I don't think it's gonna warp. But anyway, I'm gonna hem it tomorrow because you're supposed to let it hang for a long time. Hey, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. It's Alexis here. Don't worry about this. I got a new tool. Actually, I got a bunch of new tools. I'm just gonna grow up and do a zipper. And then I looked and I can't find any zippers. I don't want to look that much, and I don't have any money to go buy a new one. And so I'm gonna use this opportunity to use all my new tools. This is a hole punch. If you see here, this hole is gonna this should punch through the fabric. This is an awl, and you poke it to like loosen up the holes, I guess. And this one has like sandpaper. It's also like really beautiful and very deadly. If someone tries to come in here to stab me, I'm gonna be like,
impressive.
And then this is the grommeter. So there's two sides to a grommet. Much like there's 3 sides to every story, there's 2 sides to every grommet. There's the bottom, which I have concluded should be on the outside of the garment. And I slip that right down in here. And then the little, very delicate ring very delicate, and then you put whatever you're grommeting in between, and then you put this. And I think I like to put this because do you see how it's like concave? There's like a ridge. It's like, so I put it this way down. I don't know if this is right, and don't ask me, Now, should I try this on a sample piece of fabric? Yeah, I should. But am I going to? No? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. It's like a hole punch. And then if I do this, and I do this, and I hurry, but not too fast. Hold on. Don't look at me. Actually, look at this. We did it. We did it, Gromit. I did it. That didn't take long at all. And it looks so pretty. I mean, it's going to be on the back. No one's going to know. No one will know it but me. And then I'll put this ribbon. Okay. Okay. So I have a plan. That didn't take too long. It wasn't too painful. It feels sturdy. Excuse me? This took me less, but besides the first one, the tryout, this took me less than 10 minutes. It took me longer to go make the eggs that I just ate. It's Gromit Girl Fall. You heard it first.
Welcome one and all to Gromit Girl Fall. It's Gromit Girl Fall.
Oh yeah, that's the money shot.
And there she is. That is the updated Marjorie Tyrell. Thank you so much for watching. A few quick things. Did I make this dress in September of 2025? Yes. Did I start filming the other portion of this video in February 2026? Also yes. Is it now May? Sure, but mind your business. Okay, have I rearranged my studio about 5 different times throughout the filming of this video? Yes. I do have my likes and dislikes for the project. A lot of likes. Is it completely screen accurate to Game of Thrones? No. Do I care? Let's see. Also, no. The changes I made with the lacing up the back, I'm obsessed with. That was my first foray into grommets, and now everyone knows it was Gromit Girl Fall last year. It's going to be Gromit Girl Fall again this year. The dress was a hit. And it was so fun frolicking around that garden in Glendale. I have a lot of things that I'm looking forward to making this summer, including a very special announcement that's going to be coming up. Just a personal announcement for me. It's not really anything special. I'm very excited, and I'm going to be making a lot of things in preparation for that announcement, and I'll announce that later. Did she just announce an announcement? Yeah, she did. My hair is a clue, kind of. It's like starting to be a clue. I know what I look like. Anyway, thank you for joining me at Home with Alexis. And hey, I'll see you next time I'm at home. Gosh, these are cute. Look at that.
Okay, let's have some fun now.
Okay. What if you got like a running start and just jumped
Over.
in? I was gonna say into.
Well, I could clear that.
You
Here,
could.
back up a little bit.
You could not clear that.
Back up. Okay, ready?
You could not clear that.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
No, there's ants. There's ants. I know one wish that's not coming true for her.
Jesus Christ. Where are you going?
Babe, a pencil.
Whoa.
You'll never catch me. Hold on, I do want to take this pencil. Hold on.
Friggin' cute.
That made me a little dizzy. It's a turtle.
Oh, wait. There we go. Look at me. Yay! Cheesy smile. Fucking cute.
I got wet.
Whoa.
My roommate's boyfriend just got here, and he could see me in the window. That's embarrassing. Why did I do that? It's crazy. There's two of them here. Okay. It's hard to do that in nails.